Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my fourth lesson of D3 chapter number 8 exercise 8C, that is about the application of sine law. Before going to the lesson, we should be very clear that what is sine law, when and how to apply sine law, and what type of triangles we can have, and how to solve right angle triangle, what is Pythagoras theorem, and basic trigonometric ratios. If we are not clear about these all questions, before going to this lesson, we should have the clear understanding of these all questions, because lessons of mathematics require the continuous practice and integration of new lesson with the previous lesson. Okay, let's move to question number 4, A part. Question 4 says, for each of the following triangles ABC, find the unknown lengths and angles. Okay, and in the A part, angle A is 92 degrees and B is length B is 6.93 centimeter and length A is 15.3 centimeter. It's always good to sketch the figure. Okay, and here I've drawn the small triangle for you with vertices. I hope you remember that the vertices or angles must be marked with the capital letters and their corresponding lengths. Like we have the vertex A, so the face opposite to this vertex will be a small a and it has the length 15.3 centimeter. And now this is the vertex B and the length in front of it is B, 6.93. And here we have the angle C and the length in front of this is small c. Now we can see that we are just given with one angle and two sides. So in order to find unknown lengths and sides, we have to apply sine law on this triangle, because we cannot apply Pythagoras theorem or basic trigonometric ratios because the triangle is not the right angle triangle, and sine law is convenient to apply on this type of triangle. So in triangle ABC, triangle ABC, first of all, we have to apply and write the basic sine law equation, that A upon sine of A equals to B upon sine of B. We have to take the ratio of length with their corresponding signs, and C upon sine C. After this, you have to carefully insert the values which are given, like A 15.3 upon sine 92, okay, equals to B, which is 6.93 upon sine of B, which is unknown, and C upon sine C, and this is the ratio which is completely unknown. So in the beginning, what we have to do, we have to compare this part of the question and we have to find value of angle B with the help of this, and which will be helping us in getting value of angle C. So my equation will take the form 15.3 upon sine 92 equals to 6.93 upon sine B. And now what we have to do is that we have to find the value of sine 92 degrees. Display of the calculator must be in the degrees. Okay, 15.3 upon 0.99939 2 and 3, and after 3 we have the next digit 9, so I'll take it 4 for the accuracy, and this will give me 6.93 upon sine B. Now divide 15.3 by 0.9994, and this gives me 15.309. So 15.31 equals to or what I can do is, okay, 6.93 upon sine B. Now go for cross multiplication, that sine B will be multiplied by 15.31 into sine B equals to 6.93. Shift 15.31 to other side and equation will take the form sine B equals to 6.93 upon 15.31, 6.93 divided by 15.31, and this gives me sine B equals to 0.4526. And now what I have to do in order to get value of angle B, I have to take sine inverse on both sides. Sine inverse 0.4526. Press shift key and then sine key. Display will have sine inverse in front of you. Then write the value 0.4526. Okay. And this gives me 26.91. Angle B equals to 26.991, so I will take 26.9 degrees. So angle B with me is 26.9 degrees. Let me write the value little big over here, 26.9 and degrees. Okay, for finding angle C, I will not be applying sine law because I have the easy technique with me. We know that sum of angles of triangle, interior angles of triangle is 180 degree. So what I will be doing now, 92 degrees plus 26.9 degrees plus ACB angle. ACB angle equals to 180 degrees. And now 92 plus 26.9, 92 plus 26.9 gives me 118. 6 plus 2 is 8 and 9 plus 2 is 11. 118.9 plus ACB equals to 180 degrees. Now shift this 118.9 to other side. AC and B equals to 180 minus 118.9. Okay, take away this value from 180 degrees and I will left with 61.1 degrees, and let me mark my answer. Okay, and let me circle this answer so that my students can see it easily. This is 61.1. 61.1. Okay, now what we can do is that 92 plus 61.1 plus 26.9, this is giving me 180 degrees. You can see that after finding all three values, you can add up all three values of angles, and if they are giving you the answer 180 degrees, it means that your answer is correct. Otherwise you have to recheck your calculation. So it means that we are done with the angle calculations, and now we are left with the calculation of which side. Okay, let me check. Two sides are already given and we just have to find the length C. Now length C is unknown. So for the calculation of length C, what I will be doing, again I will be taking 15.3 upon sine 92 degrees equals to C length upon sine of angle C, that we just have calculated, sine 61.1. Okay, see that this calculation we already have done, so we'll be copying this calculation carefully from the previous part. Okay, and this is giving me 0.99 and 4 equals to C upon sine 61.1. So I have to check the answer of sine 61.1, and this gives me 0.8754, 0.87546, so 5. Now when I'm dividing 15.3 divided by 0.94, this gives me 15.31, and the calculation is over here. 15.31 equals to C upon 0.8755 Now in order to get value of C, we have to go for cross multiplication. Do not forget the basic rules of simplification of simple linear equations and solution of simple linear equations. 8755 equals to C. This gives me 15.31 multiplied by 0.8755, and this gives me 13.403. So 13.4 equals to C, or I can write it C equals to 13.4, as the measurements are in centimeters, so I have to mark centimeter with this. So I hope you are clear that how we are applying sine law for finding unknown lengths and angles of non-right or oblique triangle. And let's move to the next part of the question, and let's begin with the simple equation of sine law, that is A upon sine of A upon sine A equals to B upon sine B equals to C upon sine of C. Now carefully replace the values which are known or unknown. Like A has the value 14.5 upon sine of A. We are not given with angle A, equals to B 17.4 upon sine 98 equals to C upon sine of C. Here we are not given with the length and angle, both are unknown. So first of all, because we are just given with one angle, so we will be trying to find a second angle. So for that, I will be taking this portion of the equation, and equation will take the form 14.5 upon sine A equals to 17.4 upon sine 98 degrees. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to check the calculation of sine 98 with calculator, and this side I have to copy as it is, sine of A equals to 17.4 upon sine 98. Sine 98 gives me 0.99 0.2 and 6, so I will take it 0.3. And now we have to go for cross multiplication. 14.5 multiplied by 0.9903 equals to 17.4 multiplied by sine A. Sine A 14.5 multiplied by 0.9903. This is 14.35935 upon 17.4 equals to sine A. Now divide 14.35935 divided by 17.4, and this gives me sine A. Sine A equals to 0.82525. Let me check it. 82.5 and 25. Okay, then what I have to do, 0.82525. Okay, I have to take sine inverse of 0.82525. Okay, now first press shift key and then sine, and there will be the display of sine inverse. I am repeatedly telling it to my students so that they can learn how to take angle and inverse sine. 0.82525 equals to 55.61. Okay, so angle A will be equal to 55.61, so 55.6 degrees angle A. Okay, I hope you are clear how we are finding the value of angle A. And after that, Now we have the second angle of this triangle, that is 55.6. And now for the calculation of third angle, what we can do, recall that we know that sum of interior angles of triangle is always 180 degree. Now angle A, that is 55.6 plus 98 plus angle C equals to 180 degrees. And now add up 55.6 plus 98, and this gives me 153.6 plus angle C equals to 180 degrees. Shift 153.6 to other side and subtract it from 180 degree, and equation will take the form 180 minus 153.6 minus 180, and this will give me angle C equals to 26.4 degrees. Okay, let me block this answer. Okay, 26.4, and this is 55, and let me mark the angle over here as well, 26.4 and degrees. Okay, let me quickly add up these angles and check whether the sum is coming 180 or not. 26.4 plus 55.6 plus 98, and this gives me 180. So it means that my calculation for the angles is correct. And now think that what is still unknown. We have value of angle C with us, but we do not have length C with us. So what we have to do, that we have to go for the calculation of length C. For that purpose, again I will be taking 17.4 upon sine 98, because this is the fraction which is completely known. Sine 98 equals to C, and sine C has a value sine 26.4. Now look, 17.4 and sine 98, the calculation is already done. So I will be copying the calculation. I will be writing the calculation from that part carefully. 0.9903 equals to C upon sine 26.4. 26.4, and I have to take the sine of this trigonometric ratio sine, and this gives me 0.4463, 0.446, and as this is 3, so I will be keeping it as it is. Now we can see that when I'm dividing 17.4, okay, by 0.9903, 17.4 divided by 0.9903, and this gives me 17.57, or that can be 7, okay, equals to C upon 0.444 and 6. Now shift this fraction decimal value towards the other side. 17.57 multiplied by 0.4446 equals to C. Multiply 17.57 by 0.123 and then 6, and this gives me 7.81. 7.81 equals to C, or what we can do is C equals to 7.81. I hope you are clear that how we are finding the unknown lengths and angles of oblique triangle by using sine law and sum of interior angles of the triangle. For a better understanding of next lesson, you have to watch and practice this lesson carefully. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.